Was the child Jesus really taken to Egypt? Or is that just legend? We'll walk through the Bible's account, the historical timeline, travel routes, Egyptian traditions, and why this story matters. The source for this story is Matthew. After the visit of the Magi, an angel warns Joseph in a dream, "Rise, take the child and his mother, flee to Egypt." Joseph obeys that night. They stay in Egypt until Herod dies. Later, another angel says it's safe to return, and the family settles in Nazareth. Matthew also links this to Scripture. "Out of Egypt, I called my son," echoing Hosea 11:1, and he notes they ended up in Nazareth to fulfill the idea that Jesus would be called a Nazarene. Historically, Herod the Great dies around 4 BCE. Matthew places the massacre of Bethlehem's boys and the flight before that point. That means Jesus' birth and the Egypt episode fit within the final years of Herod's reign. How long did they stay? Matthew doesn't say. It could be months or a couple of years, but the key marker is simply until Herod died. Travel from Bethlehem to the Egyptian border was very doable in the Roman world. Caravans moved along coastal and desert routes. Egypt had large Jewish communities, especially in Alexandria and the Delta, so it was a natural refuge for a Jewish family fleeing a Judean tyrant. The Bible doesn't name the city. Later, Coptic Christian tradition maps a long itinerary: Old Cairo, Mahdi, Wadi Natron, even sites in Upper Egypt. These locations are devotional memories, not details from Matthew. They tell us how deeply Egyptian Christians embraced the story, but they aren't part of the original text. Matthew isn't just reporting an escape, he's showing theology in motion. When he cites "out of Egypt, I called my son," he's using typology. Israel, God's son, came out of Egypt in the Exodus, and now Jesus, God's son, retraces Israel's story and fulfills it. As for "he shall be called a Nazarene," scholars see possible wordplay with netzer, Hebrew for branch, Isaiah 11:1, or a summary of prophetic themes. The point: Jesus' humble hometown fits the Messiah's lowly, promised profile. The other Gospels are silent about Egypt. Later apocryphal infancy Gospels spin imaginative tales about the journey, but they're much later and not part of the Bible. For Christians, the authoritative claim remains Matthew's concise narrative. Based on Matthew, early first-century history, and the realities of travel and diaspora, the flight to Egypt is historically plausible and theologically purposeful. The story says God protected his son, and that Jesus steps into Israel's story to redeem it. What do you think? Which city in Egypt do you picture the Holy Family living in? Drop your guess below. If you love Bible history, like, subscribe, and share this with a friend.